Hello everybody, happy Friday. We made it through the week. Guys, we are doing the Palette Patch collection today. And as you can see, I dressed in flannel so I can look like a farmer because this is a garden themed vegetable collection. Alright, so guys, thank you for not minding me taking off yesterday. I was like so dead tired. I have been having trouble sleeping, so this was gonna be yesterday's stream, but it didn't happen. So we aren't gonna fit in a gouache painting stream this week, but I'm like, hey, at least we're fitting in some of this collection. First thing we gotta do is fix the display, which is not showing some reason. Well, that's not display. That's Joe's music, which we're listening to. There we go. Also, shout out to Joe. If you guys like the background music, it is a album my brother wrote. He's a composer. It's Horizons Volume 2. In the bio, you'll see I linked his YouTube channel. And so if you guys are interested in like Animal Crossing vibes music, I highly recommend it. Alright, so there's something else. What do I gotta do? Oh, I gotta put the link. One second, guys. We gotta notify Instagram that we are live. I'm running a little bit behind, so I did forget to do this before I started streaming, but I figured you guys wouldn't mind if I yapped while I did it. This collection's coming along pretty nice. I worked on it a lot earlier in the week, and I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. I'll show it to you guys in a second, what we've got so far. So we worked on the... What did we do first? I think we did all the orange colors first. And then I did all the red ones. I don't think I streamed any of doing the red. And then now I'm working on the green. So I'm down to like... We have to do the green beans and the cucumbers. And then that's it for the green. And we might play around with some... doing some like patterns with it. We'll see. We'll see how far we get today. Alright, link copied. I've been grinding away on the silly ducks though, that we were working on. What day was that? Wednesday. Yeah. So making good progress on those. I got all the line work done and I started doing the color fills. So good to have a good start on those. But we cannot neglect this collection. Alright, going live. Guys, what song should we choose? I feel like we need something farmer related. Maybe like Stardew Valley? Let's see what this sounds like. Oh, that's good. Righto, we've got Instagram. Let me make sure the link's not broken. But after the green ones, all we have to do is... Is it yellow? Yeah, I think that's the next one. Loading. Alright, seems to be working. We're good to go. Alright, guys, so... Let's see what we got here. These are the peppers I did. I think yesterday I was working on this. This week really like blurred together. And then let me show you guys the squash I did too. You can see all the ones I've done for this collection so far. Here's a squash. Also, here's what I'm thinking, guys. I feel like I've developed my style now by the third one. And I'm kind of thinking that I need to go back and maybe like up the saturation on the orange collection. So we might do that as well. So I just feel like they're not quite as vibrant. And I really like the vibrance. Oh, here are the green beans. This like one has a lot of very like long illustrations. Like the peppers were like at least round and the tomatoes. So it'll be interesting like trying to fit these together. We might try and go with like a striped pattern design with these. But we're gonna play around with it once we get it done. All right. Alright, we need to convert these to smart objects. And here's what I've been doing, guys. I've been going in, naming this the rough layer. Definitely spelled that wrong. There we go. And then I shrink it down. I've got like a whole process now. And then I've been making the background white so I can see how much of the color fill I'm doing. And then I lower the opacity on this and then I do the line. Which we need to pull open our pure ref. Doop-de-doop-doo. Okay. Oh, let me show you guys. I don't think I showed you this. Here's what we got going. I also pulled some inspiration off the internet. So here's some ones that I stole. These are not mine. These are just like inspiration. And then I've been putting in like every time I finish like sets of 3s for each collection. So this is the green one, this is the red one, this orange one. You can see how these are more like watercolor vibes, and that's why I'm thinking I need to kind of like go back in and just like darken them up / saturate them a little bit more. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. Because you can see by the time I did the red one, I was being like a little bit more heavy-handed with the coloring, and I like that. So we're gonna go back and fix those. But I was playing around with some patterns on the red one, and I came up with this, which I think is pretty cute. None of these are really set in stone, but I like getting a feel for it, you know? Also really like the gingham pattern backdrop that we have here, given like picnic table. It's giving like picnic table cover vibes, and I like it. So that's where we're at. And yeah, we've got... I think I ended up not doing green onions in my rough sketches. So I don't think I have those here. Yeah, it's just cucumbers. So that'd be cucumbers, peas, the beans, pepper, squash. That's 5. That's 5 things. That's plenty. Alright, and then I have notes here for my brush size. I've also been mixing up the colors in the line work. So I'm usually doing like 2-tone. I'll start with a darker one and then usually hit it a little bit with some highlights. I feel like it just helps it look a little more... Well, maybe like... kind of giving like oil painting vibes. Where are those brushes? Here we go. Alright, let's do... So I either do like a cool green for the line work and then a warm fill, or I do a warm fill and a cool line work. I think I'm gonna do a cooler line work and a warmer fill on this one. Just because I did the opposite on 2 of the other ones. That seems good. Now that I've kind of got like the process down, this collection's become really fun to do. I like how like loose and like illustrative they all feel. Just really want to keep it very, very like organic and not like overworking it, you know? I think that's gonna be the best way to keep this collection from becoming too involved. Also realized yesterday I need to upload more of my forest collection to my RedBubble, because I have like a bunch of, like I used to have an Etsy and I don't anymore, and all my Pinterest links Go to my Etsy. And the problem with Pinterest is you can't change the link. It essentially like deletes the pin. So I'm like, I don't want to do that because it has so many like saves, right? I don't want to like have it deleted out of people's whatever. But I might have to, because I don't like having like broken links, you know? Like that's not always. I know when I like find it something that I like and then the link's broken, it's always really sad. Like I don't want to be that person. So we got to work on uploading more to my RedBubble. I've been like slowly getting sales on there, which is crazy. Because I like for years had absolutely nothing. But I think because I'm doing these collections, it's doing better. So I'm really grateful for people finding my stuff on there. Let's do a little warmer here. Also, guys, let me know if there's any mic issues. My PC has been kind of on the fritz with the mic recently. So if you can't hear me or it sounds weird or something, please let me know. Because I might have to restart my PC. I hope not. And let's do some cooler shading here. Yeah, that's too vibrant. No, I think we're all right. Yeah, I just kind of like really roughly draw this in and then I erase out to clean up the edges later. I found that was easier because I didn't want my brush strokes to look like they were like restricted to the shape. And so I'm not really worried about coloring in the lines too much. And then I usually go in with a lighter shade. Let's go a little more yellow. I'm gonna make the tops of this a little bit more brown. Not too brown though. All right, let's see how this looks. Once we save it and clean it up. Doing the first one's always the trickiest. Because you're kind of setting the standard. However we do this one, I have to follow the same way on the other ones. Righto, here we go. Let's pull up one of the peppers or green beans next to it. See how it looks. That seems good. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna open these two other ones. So we can just work on them all like kind of simultaneously. Do 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 do. Trying to be so good about naming my layers. Let's see, we do white. I fill here. Wrap. I need to show you guys, there's an artist I absolutely love, and she's kind of like the inspiration for why I wanted to do like a garden themed collection. Her art style is very different from me, but like I absolutely love her stuff. And she draws a lot of like fruit and vegetable stuff, and it's always so cute. And so I wanted to give it a try like with my own style, but she's part of like the inspiration for this collection. So I need to show you all her YouTube channel. You guys can go follow her. Okay, here we go. Let's do the line. What was I doing? I was doing... Let's put a screenshot of this. Do, 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 do. So I can reference it up here. Fine. Okay, well, I think we were doing like a cooler. Whoops. Okay, now we're tracking. I think I'm gonna do it a little less. Yeah, that seems good. This weekend, I want to play. This music's reminding me of like Animal Crossings, which is giving like cozy game vibes. But I need to play more Heartopia, which if y'all haven't played, is actually really good. It's free. It's mobile. I think you can play it on PC, but I've heard the controls are really clunky. But if you really want to give it a try, you could. But it has like the best of like both worlds, where like you have a lot of furniture and stuff like in Animal Crossings, but there's also, actually I don't like the way that looks. There's also like, it's online and there's a bunch of quests you can play. It's kind of like it's like a gacha, but you can do a lot of stuff without having to actually purchase anything, which is what I love. Because like, who has money to spend on video games? You know what I mean? But it's really fun. You can do a lot of like customization of your house. Like you can actually like build your own house physically, like the walls and the roof and everything, which is really fun. So I've been working on, actually I'm gonna leave that the way I had it. I'm working on building like a new house on there, but it's been so much fun. But I'm not a big like mobile player, so I don't love having to use my phone to play it. So it's just not as convenient, you know? Like I love having the keyboard and mouse and like my big screen to play games on, but I'm hoping at some point they better optimize it for like PC. So here's hoping they're gonna do that at some point. Dun, 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 dun. The speed of fill. There is another cozy game that's gonna be coming out called, I think it's Animalia Nook, something like that, and it looks really, really cute. Like low key, want to play that one. It's like the world's on their like cozy game arc, or it could be my feed just knows what I like. Like I just like the cozy, like build your home, build a farm type game. I just like games where I feel like I'm like, I can physically like see my achievements. I like that kind of stuff. Do 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 do. And then we did some more brown colors up here. I'm trying to think what we should do next as like a gouache paint study. What is today? We're the 27th. It's next week. Oh, that's like the new, like a new month. Or oh my gosh, what's April? Also, guys, be wary. April 1st. Don't believe a thing you hear. There was one. What was it? It was something like, it was back when like The Hobbit was coming out. And I used to be like on the One Ring.net all the time because I would get like my Hobbit news through there. So that's like 2013, 2014. It's been a hot minute, but they did like an April Fool's something, and I remember falling for it. I can't remember specifically what it was, but after that I was like, never again will I ever fall for an April Fool's. So every time April comes around, I'm like, do not forget Emma. Like, I'm highly skeptical. Bum, 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 bum. I've been fooled one too many times that I have trust issues. Okay, this looks nice. Let's see. Oh, we forgot to do... Let me grab the line brush again. I think I did kind of more like a yellow green as a little highlight in the line work. But what was I talking about earlier, guys? Games. And some reason I was talking about April. Oh, for next stream, for next week, talking about what to do like gouache wise. I saw someone in my YouTube feed talking about like painting with gouache, like they were painting with oils. And I'm pretty sure I saved it to my watch later. And I think I'm going to watch that, and that's going to determine what I choose to paint next. Because I'm toying between like a landscape or maybe, I don't know. I mean, landscapes are fun. They are hard. But not as hard as like, I mean, a portrait or a still life. It really just depends. Like, it can be as hard as or easy as you want. I think I want to get better at painting less detailed. For some reason, I have an easier time doing that when I'm working digitally. But anytime I get like out physical paints or anything, I just get way too detailed. So it would be fun to try and like get myself to paint more like impressionistic style. So I would like to be able to do that with the gouache paints. So it might be good to put ourselves through a little practice. Let's see, it's like a little tail on the end. We'll just leave it like that. And I didn't shade it too dark. I do think I want to do a little more brown up here on the stem. Alrighty. Let's give this a look-see. Looking good. I'm liking the variation. Did I shrink this already? I did, but I'm gonna shrink it a little more. And I'm gonna stretch it a little bit longer. Whoops, that's not the one we want to do. Yeah, but hoping to do a gouache stream sometime next week because I didn't get to paint with them at all this week. And that's a little bit sad. Also need to start thinking about drying them out because I'm going to be visiting some family and I want to take my paints with me. But I'm like, those things are going to flip over as my suitcase getting tossed around. And so I need them to dry out a little bit so that if it gets overturned, it's not just going to run everywhere. So that also means not using them, which is going to be a little bit sad, but it's only like a week or two to wait, so. Ba, 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 ba. Why does this look like an octopus? Should we do like another? I feel like I love doing summer themed collections. Absolutely love doing the Coastal Ray collection I did. Like, should we do like a sea creature collection? That would be kind of fun. Maybe we do that at some point. Maybe once they're more into summer. I did last year want to do like a kind of like a deserty but like a Midwestern / like cowboyish themed collection. Like that would be kind of fun. Like do tumbleweeds and whatnot, cactuses, cacti. You know what I mean. Like do something like that. Also wanted to make a collection with armadillos because they're really cute. I got to see a real one, like a wild one last year. And I was like, those things are so cute. I'm like, I need to draw some armadillos. So armadillo collection possibly could happen. It depends how long it takes me to finish this collection. But it just depends on how busy I get. We do what we can do. And there's always tomorrow. Not literally tomorrow, but like another day. Let's do the film. Hold up, we gotta get the slime work though. The lighter. I do feel like I should probably do like a cat theme collection at some point just because everybody loves cats. The hard part is like I'm scared of cats. So it's like I don't have a whole lot of passion to do it. But like my sister loves cats. And my cousin likes cats. And pretty much everyone on the internet loves cats. So I'm like, I should probably do one at some point. I just have to think of like a fun way where I can make it like something that I like, but also like cat related. So I don't know, maybe if we did like cats, but like eating different food, that would be kind of fun. Oh, we could do like dishes from different like countries. That would be fun. Okay, that I would be down to do. All right, I think I'm gonna do, yeah, this color green. This one's a bit thicker than the other ones, but that's all right. Let's darken it up. But if I do a cat collection, I need to do a dog collection too. There's so many things to do. Not enough time. Dog would be fun. I really like dogs. I want to do more pet portraits, guys, once I get back into... I'm thinking next month, I'm going to do the portraits. I'm going to get back into doing portraits because I'm going to bring my charcoals and stuff with me on my trip. So between like the charcoals and the gouache, I'm hoping to like really just like dive back into the fine arts because it's been a hot minute and I'm a very rusty, but I really miss doing it. And so I'm like, no more putting it off. And after doing the watercolors, I showed you guys the watercolors I did of that dog. I was like, this is kind of fun. I want to paint some of our dogs and my sister's dogs and then give them as like gifts, you know? Because I hadn't actually done, so I did like 2 dog portraits back in like 2021, I believe it was, or 2020, I can't remember. But they were okay. The one dog turned out better than the other. And our one dog, Annabelle, she was one of the ones I painted, did not turn out that great. And I feel like I did Annabelle dirty, and I want to like do her portrait again so I can make one that looks nice. And then also, I probably wouldn't give that one away. I think I would keep that one so you can hang it here. I think my mom would like it. So we gotta redeem ourselves and do another Annabelle portrait. One of these days. Also might be fun to draw. I did like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon from Star Wars when I was doing portraits before, charcoal ones. I think I did Gandalf too. Who else did I do? Did a lot of Merlin characters from the Merlin TV series. I really like drawing Morgana. Drew her a lot. I also did like old Merlin. I did him. And I did young Merlin. And so I kind of would like to try doing some of those again. Not the same references, but I love those characters. And then maybe some like new Star Wars characters would be kind of fun to try and do. But there's like endless amounts of people we could draw. Alright, these look good. Oh, we missed a spot on this one. There we go. Now let's screen capture that. It's really just a matter of like me retraining my eye to see proportion and stuff again, and learning how to like measure out the proportions. I was on the cusp of being like really proficient with it when I stopped, which is a little sad. But you know what? I think it's gonna be like riding a bike. At least the little bit I did when I was doing the watercolor dog portrait, I could feel it coming back. Hey, Gecko! Good evening. This time I'm not too late, I hope. Nope, you're not. We've got another hour and a half pretty much of stream. I was just talking about how I want to get back into drawing portraits. There we go. And we're working on the garden collection. I'm like aligning them in my Pura file here. Here we go. Let me save this. All right, now we do the cucumbers. All right, let me convert these to smart objects. Hold on, let me make sure I have this album on loop. I do not. There we go. All right, we gotta line these up. Whoops. These kind of look like pickles. We're going to make sure that we use enough like cool greens on these. Otherwise they will look like pickles. That's not what I'm going for. I think I'll just open each one. And then, yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. Anyway, how you doing, Gecko? Is the weather slightly getting more like spring where you're at? We've had some nice days here. It's kind of like teasing us that spring is here, and then we'll have like immediately a cool front will like blow in. It's been really cruel. Okay, we got one more. All right, now we need to put it in the backdrop. Doing good, thank you. Weather is going crazy. Sun and rain take turns each day. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. Because it's like you really can't get used to like either one. Spring is always so like chaotic. Like the weather just doesn't decide and stick with one thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make this one a little bit smaller. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think we're gonna use really cool greens for this. I want this a little bit smaller here. Alright, line work. I lost the brush. Where'd it go? Here it is. I probably should just put these into like a separate folder. That seems good. Let's just go with that. I might smooth out these edges a little bit. Man, I feel like I need to curve that edge a little bit more. I've got a little bit of stem up here. bum, 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 bum. Seems good. You know what, guys? While I'm thinking about it, let me pull this up. I wanted to show you. I need to open another window. Let me open Chrome. I want to show you the artist I was talking about that kind of inspired me to do this collection. Any plans for Easter holidays? When is Easter? What day is that? It's next month sometime. I haven't really thought too much about it. I might color some Easter eggs. I probably won't hide them though. I'll probably just color them. Just because, I don't know. Well, someone, I guess, I'd have to find someone to hide them for me. I mean, you're never too old to like hunt for Easter eggs. But then there's also like, I feel like after I color them, I'm gonna be worn out. So maybe I'll just get that far. Da, 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 da. Okay, here's our YouTube channel. Do, 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 do. Okay. I always liked the tradition of hiding and seeking for the eggs. I know, it was always so fun. But it's tough now, like, you know, it's like when we were kids, it was like there was like more of us doing it. So like I feel like if I had like friends that lived near where I live, even as adults, I'd be like, yo, let's like color eggs and hide them and do it together. But like I don't really have any friends, and I don't think my siblings would want to do it. My two brothers who still are here. So yeah, but it was always like, I said this the other month, I was like, Easter is like, it was like one of those holidays that like my mom like did a lot for, but like you don't always think about it. Like you always think about Christmas when you think of a big holiday for kids, but then like every time like spring comes around, I'm like, that's right, like Easter used to be a big deal because like my cousins used to come, and so it was like the 5 of us when we were little, and then plus the 2 of them. And, you know, our aunts and uncles would, like, hide the eggs, and we'd color them, and we'd have, like, my mom would make, like, baskets, and then, she would fill them with, like, chocolates and candies, and then she would hide the baskets as well. So we would find the baskets, and we'd also find the eggs. That was kind of fun. Like, those were good times. Okay, let me... I'm trying to find this YouTube channel. If I can show you guys her stuff. Okay, here we go. Family time's the best time. Yeah, lots of good memories. Music is very loud. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I just did. Guys, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Gecko. I don't know how I did that. Wait a minute. Okay. I think we're getting a little bit more balance here. Desktop audio. Okay, Gecko, how's this sound? Oh my gosh. My phone thought I said Google. Okay. That's good. Okay. All right, guys. So this YouTuber, well, she's not a YouTuber. This is her YouTube channel. She's an artist, and she does a lot of like little vegetables and fruits, and they're so cute. She puts little faces on them. So I've been following her for a hot minute. Absolutely love her stuff, and she inspired me to do like a vegetable garden themed collection, especially like when she did these tomatoes, and she does sweet potato, and I really loved it. So I was like, I want to do like a garden themed collection with vegetables and stuff. So if you guys like this kind of like cute, like illustrative, like vegetable and fruit style like artwork, please go to her YouTube channel. This is the name. And she's also on Instagram, and I want to say maybe TikTok. But give her a follow. She also sells like stickers and prints, and she does a lot of like interesting videos as well about different topics. Either like she did one comparing prints, which was really interesting, from different companies, and just kind of like her process. So definitely check out her stuff. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Back to cucumbers. Bum, bum, bum. I think I'll put these little like spots on them just to give a little texture. And then I think I'm gonna go like a darker. That doesn't look quite right. Maybe more saturated. You know, I don't know if I like the color green I chose here. What if we did a little more? If we did a little darker, actually. And then we did a little lighter than that. Let's see how that looks. I can always... Let's put on a separate layer just in case. So I'm not sure how much I like. How much I like that. Alright, now for the color fill. I'm thinking cooler greens. Okay, what were we talking about earlier, guys? Oh, we were talking about Easter. Do you have any Easter plans, Gecko? What do Germans usually like to do for Easter? Yeah, I think this cooler green's gonna be... This seems good. I need to saturate a little bit more here. This color. And I'm gonna go a little bit lighter, but like a pale green. And fill this center section. I think in Germany, we like to gather with our families and have a nice dinner. And generally a good time. That sounds nice. You do like a special kind of like meal with friends and family. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure we ever did like anything, like we didn't cook anything specifically. We'd usually make like egg sandwiches afterwards, like with the colored eggs that we did. But I don't know. The rest is mostly for kids. They even get presents. Oh, let's go. I didn't get presents for Easter as a kid. There was a very short time period where my mom did presents for us. But it only lasted like, I think, one or two Easters. It became like, it's a bit of an expense, you know, because it's really not that much longer after Christmas. And so like between the candy, like, you know, I kind of understand why my mom didn't do it too long. But it's always hard, like you see the other kids getting presents and stuff. That's always tough. I think I need to darken up the stem. I feel like coloring the eggs is one of the fun parts for sure. But I mean, also eating all the candy is amazing. I've always loved like chocolate and pretty much anything sweet, so Easter was always amazing. I think this looks right. We're gonna see how it looks with the other one and then see if the vibe's fitting. Yes, the sweets are the best part. It really is true. Is there like, what would you say? Oh, that looks good. Thank you. What would you say is like, I have a hard time picking, but like, do you have like a favorite holiday? I know a lot of people really like Christmas. I feel like that's a big popular one. If I had to pick my favorite holiday, it's tough because Christmas is like great and all, but I don't like winter. So I kind of like, I'm not a lover of Christmas that much. But like Easter's cool because it's like spring, which is always hopeful. But we don't really do it anymore. I feel like if we did Easter still, like now, like maybe I had like nieces and nephews, I think Easter would quickly become my favorite holiday. But other than that, I mean, Thanksgiving here in the US is great because of all the food. I love to eat, so there's that. But like, I'm always interested to hear like, maybe there's like some holidays in Germany that are like really good, but we don't have them here. So I'm like curious. Like, what are some like really great holidays, or maybe your favorite one? I feel like I want to start like adopting holidays from other countries. Like, just because people don't celebrate here doesn't mean I can't, you know? So, like, I need to adopt some holidays. Let's do the blind work on this one. And let's see, we need... Well, let me take a screenshot of this. I feel like this seems good. Alright, we need a cool green. I did darker. Oh, that's a bit dark. Oh, this is better. A really cool holiday, if it can be called a holiday, is our German Carnival. Oh, I think I pronounced that right. Where everyone dresses up and goes insane for like a week, but in a peaceful way. That sounds interesting. I think they have like, I don't know if it's the same, but I know there's like a carnival in like Louisiana here in the US, and like people dress up, and I know there's like music and parades. I don't know if it's similar, but that kind of sounds fun. Like, since it's in a peaceful way. That sounds interesting. Now, is that like, do people like get off of work for that kind of thing? Like, is it like a big enough, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, like a big enough holiday that people get off of work? Or is it kind of like, because I'm not sure people get off of work for Easter here. I could be wrong. But like, there's like some holidays where they're like really big, so the people get off. Which is always nice. That way people can like visit their family and friends and stuff. Right, let's do, I think, a lighter. A little less saturated. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more yellow. Yes, it's similar. Big parties and all that too, and a lot of live music. Oh, that's fun. Carnival's music and also stand-up comedy. How interesting. You can't escape it where I live. Cologne area is everywhere. Nice. Oh my gosh. So is it like extra big in that city? like even more people celebrate it there. I feel like I need to get on YouTube and like watch some videos on it. Let's do the color fill for this one. I think, what was I using as the base? Probably like this. That might be a bit too saturated, but we're gonna layer some more colors on top. There we go. And we're gonna pull out a cooler one. And yes, people usually don't work on Carnival. It's very little, which is good because everyone is drunk all the time. Oh no. You can Google Cognac Carnival. Okay, I'll have to do that. That's great. I have heard that Germans really like to drink. I've also heard that German beer is really, really good. I don't think I've tried any German beers. Oh no, that could be wrong. I think I did try some, but it's been a long time ago. And it wasn't a brand out of Germany. It was like a small brewery that had like brewed like German style beer. So I can't 100% say like that it was accurate because I've never tried German beer, but yes, Germany take their beer very seriously. I think that's great. Yeah, someday if I ever go to Germany, I definitely plan on trying beers for sure. There's like so many things between food and all the beer. It's gonna be like a lot of stuff to try. I'm gonna have to break it into multiple trips. How's this look? I think I need to just add a little cooler saturation in here. Oh, and then I need to make the stem darker. Do you have like a favorite beer or one that you would recommend to someone who doesn't drink beer very often? Like a very like beginner safe starter German beer that you would like recommend? Because I feel like I'm gonna be totally overwhelmed by all the choices. All right, let's erase this outside part. And then we'll see how it looks with the other one. Okay, we got a little messy with the line work up there. That's all right. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. I did a little bit more like warm yellow green, but I think that's okay. We just need to make sure that the third one we do kind of meets in the middle. Yes, that would be a Brit burger. It is very, very good and easy to drink beer. Oh, I've never heard of that. Let me write that down. Where's my pen? I lost my pen. Hold up, guys. It's here somewhere. Huh. Maybe I left it over. Oh, I did. Hold up a second. Guys, I'm gonna grab my pen. I'll be right back. All right, I wrote it down. I think I was marking something on my calendar, and that's why I left my pen across the room. I have a tendency of leaving things in random places. But I'm gonna have to try that. Or maybe I can find somewhere here that maybe makes a good German beer. I don't know. Let's see. I feel like if there was any like state in the US that would have the closest to a good German beer, it'd be Pennsylvania, just because there's so much German heritage here. So I might have better luck than I think. Do, 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 do. I think I might not make this one as textured. Well, we can do some texture here. Ritburger and Radaburger, both great. Should be easy to find in the US. Also Beck's, but I don't recommend that. Is it just like it doesn't taste as good? What was the other one? Radaburger. Alright, I got that written down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for this. I feel like especially as the weather gets warmer, like I enjoy drinking a beer more when the weather is nice. Like I don't know. I think it's because like I usually will drink it like with my family when we have like a grill out or something, or we have like our campfire. Do, 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 do. Okay, wait, what line work was I doing? I did like a warmer. Maybe do like an in-between here. Like this. Oh, hold up. I think I got the right shade here. Yeah, this looks better. I think after this, we should go back to the orange collection and just fill in some of the fill layers a little bit darker. Just because I wasn't 100% happy with how those turned out. Very cool you're writing them down. Yeah, I have a tendency of forgetting things, so I have to I have to write them down. I have a notebook that I keep next to my desk, and it is just like filled full of little notes. And I recommend not drinking them from the bottle. Better to pour them into a nice beer glass to bring out the full taste. Yeah, I have heard that like that's a big difference between like Americans and Germans. And the funny thing is like I don't like drinking it straight from the bottle. I just like there's something about like putting it in a glass. It just makes more sense to me. Like I don't like having to drink out of like the tiny spout. But I've seen a lot of like memes about like you know like Americans like first time in Germany or whatever, and they like drinking it, you know, like a cowboy or something. It's always so funny. But yeah, I will definitely pour it into a glass for sure. I know in like Japan they do that too. They pour it into a glass, so I don't know if I picked it up from there or what, but I like to pour it into a glass. I think there's also a lot of memes about like Americans putting ice in their beer. I could be wrong. I've been guilty. I know I shouldn't say this. People are gonna hate on me. I have done that. Japan has some great beers too. Acai and Sapporo. I've tried the acai. I absolutely love that beer. It's so good. Especially like What do I like to eat with it? Usually if like we grill out type stuff, like on a hot summer day, I really liked it. I haven't tried the Sapporo yet though. Sapporo, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah. I love acai too. It's great. Yeah, I have... Wait, hold up. I have like a collection of... I also like Korean soju. I think I'm allowed to show alcohol bottles on stream, aren't I? Before I show them, is that allowed? I'm not drinking on stream. I should probably... Does anyone chat know if I'm allowed to do that? I don't want to get my YouTube channel canceled. But I have like, I cut one of the glass bottles. I can't. I should probably just Google it. Hold up, guys. Before I show you my empty alcohol collection. Let's see. This is what Gemini summarized for me. Yes, you can. It must be done responsibly and comply with... Well, there's nothing in them, so it's very responsible. They're a bit dusty, but I have like... This is the one bottle I have. So I have that, and then I have some soju bottles up here. I love Korean soju. I also have some flavored ones. But I like the bottles. They're like pretty. Like the pretty green. I've done some like still life like paintings with them. So I keep them also for that reason. Just in case I wanna, you know, like put together a still life. It's always nice to have some glass elements to add. Okay. Where were we? We were filling this. For some reason, like the glass bottles, like you don't want to throw them out. It's like, it's too hard. It's like, well, it's such a beautiful bottle. And then there's like the crafter in me who thinks I'm going to turn it into something. And then I usually don't. But I have the aspirations to do it at some point. For like my... These are cool. I used to keep bottles of rare international beers too. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, they're fun to collect. For my younger sister's wedding, I did, it was like beer bottles and soju bottles. We like spray painted the color theme for her wedding, and then we put like flowers in them. So there's fun stuff you can do with them if you had the patience. But those ones I'll just keep the way they are. I'm not gonna turn them into flower vases or anything. Alright, I think man, this is really lagging out my computer. I might want to do this a little bit cooler here. Actually, I think let's darken up / add more blue here. Now, does Germany make like, are there any like harder like liquors or alcohol that Germany has? Like whiskey maybe? Like I don't know if there's like, mostly you hear about beer, but like are there some other ones that most people don't know about? I don't personally drink whiskey. Like, I try it, but like, I'm not like one of those people that like take shots of it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. I really like alcohol in the sense that like, there's a lot of like flavor depth. And so I usually drink just for like the taste of it. I'm not, you know, going to crazy. Germany has very famous liquor called Jägermeister. Oh, okay. Hold up, let me write that down. I hope my pronunciation of that was right too. Meister. Alright. I have to look these all up. No, like whiskey, aren't you allowed to put that on ice? Isn't that like whiskey on the rocks or something? Maybe that's just in the westerns I've watched. Like I actually don't know very much about different alcohols. There was a really good like I want to say it was like a plum wine, like a Japanese plum wine we got, and my mom absolutely loved that. And then we mixed it with some sparkling water or Sprudelwasser, and it was so good. Like, I'm not sure if we're allowed to do that, but we did it anyway, and it was very good. To me, like, anything, like, any of the fruit, like, there's some, like, fruit-flavored beers, but, like, any of the, like, I like doing that with wines, is putting the sparkling water with them. I feel like it really helps, like, bring out the, like, the berry flavor, or the fruit flavor, whatever it is. It's really pleasant. Alright, I think this is the last one. Oops. There's a big brand of German gin called Monkey 47. Oh, never heard of it. Also a whiskey from Bavaria called Slyer? Slyer? I can't pronounce it. I think other than that, we are known for wine, beer, and maybe phlegm. Oh, I don't know what that is. Although I feel like I've heard of it. Is that kind of like if you'd like to Google it, I will have to Google. Well, I could probably just Google it now. Why do I feel like I've heard of that? Okay, it pulls up. Oh, there's like different. Let's see what the internet says about how is it made. Specifically known for fruit-based spirits like apple corn, Woodruff flavored liqueurs, Bottmeister. I think it sounds like something my mom would really like. Often brightly colored. 50 proof. Oh my gosh. That sounds really strong though. Oh, let's see. It is made from wheat spirit, often used for fall-themed cocktails. The Flim Waldmeister is bright green, Woodruff flavored schnapps, popular at German carnivals. Oh, okay. Described as having a sweet jelly-like taste. Wow, these all sound really interesting. There's so many things I need to try. This is hold on, let me write that down too. I'm pretty sure I've never seen that though in like any of our alcohol stores. I feel like I would have remembered, but maybe we do. I don't know. Now that I've like, maybe I'll see it at some point. Now that I know the name of it. All right, let's save this. And this one. And this one. Lemon is very delicious, but it almost has no taste at all of alcohol. Interesting. I think, okay, then I feel like I would like that. I feel like my mom would like that too. We're gonna have to look into this. Oh, these look good together. I'm gonna have more bottles to collect. Okay, is this the last one? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Let's see how these all look together in the PureRef file we have. All right, guys, let's take a look together. There we go. Now, can you mix the phlegm with like sparkling water? Do they do that often? I feel like that would be good, just because I like any of the fruit flavor stuff with sparkling water. But I'm not sure if that's the proper way to do it. Do you like American beers like Miller, Budweiser, or I'm trying to think if I've actually even tried any American beers before. Yes, you can mix it, make cocktails with it. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever had a Budweiser beer. I don't think I've had... I feel like I've tried... What's it? Bud Light, maybe. Wait, is that one of the Budweiser beers, actually? Or is that two different brands? I should know this. I should know this, but I don't. I think I've also tried... And when I mean tried, I mean I took a sip of somebody else's. And what was the other brand I tried? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Wait, isn't there like a Blue Ribbon brand? I think I've tried that, but I think those ones are really cheap. I don't know. But I've actually tried very few like American beers. I've tried a lot of like if we get a beer or something, we'll usually get something that's either like shipped in like internationally from somewhere else, or we'll get like something from like a micro brewery that's local. So I guess it still counts as like an American beer, but they're not like the main brands, you know. My family doesn't really drink alcohol, so like we never, only until like my like later, like I've been older, that we've like tried more like alcohols and stuff. Like my one aunt, she'll sometimes bring some stuff, but we've gotten a little bit more like outgoing where we'll try different stuff, especially different wines, because my mom loves to cook with wine. But yeah, we like I've tried things, but I don't know very much about pretty much all of them. It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's the sad truth. I've probably tried more soju variations than I've tried American beers. Okay, so what were we gonna do, guys? We were gonna open the drum roll. We were gonna open the orange collection. Hold up. My PC's getting slow and old. Poor thing. I've never had soju. Is it like vodka? I've never tried vodka straight. I can't tell you 100%, but it's like a rice-based alcohol. Like, I guess like a rice... Would a rice wine be the right way to describe it? But it's very... It's... I think the percentage of alcohol is usually like 30 to 40, but it doesn't taste really strong, or at least not like the flavor you get on your tongue. You do feel it like a little bit in your throat, but it's very like, it's like refreshing. It doesn't taste sweet necessarily, but it also doesn't taste bitter. And it kind of just depends. Like sometimes you'll drink it and you'll be like, oh, it tastes so sweet. And then other times you'll drink it and it'll be more on the bitter side. But it's very like refreshing, and it's like clear. They do make some ones that have different flavors, so I've tried like an apple soju. I think there was like a peach one. There was a third flavor. It might have been watermelon. I didn't like the flavored ones though, because the flavor tasted really artificial. So if you try soju, just get like straight soju. Don't get a flavored one. I don't recommend them. Yeah. But it's good. I like soju. But it is strong, so sounds good. I have to try that. Do you like sake? Have I tried sake? I don't know if I have. Like, I think I've tried some ones that were like a blend or something, but I don't think I've tried like sake like straight, which I have heard, could be wrong. I don't know where I read this or when, but I heard it's more similar to soju. And I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, I can Google it. I think it's a similar process to how they make it. It's also tough because, like, I know sake in Japanese just means alcohol. So I feel like we have a different... let's see the internet says. It's made from fermenting polished rice, water, yeast, and koji mold. Although frequently called rice wine, it is brewed more like beer with a typical alcohol volume of 15 to 70%. Is known for its smooth texture, mild acidity, delicate, slightly sweet or fruity flavors. Okay. Let me Google. What is the difference between sake and soju? I feel like so many people have probably Googled this. Okay. Oh, this might be interesting for you, Gecko. This is what the internet is saying. Soju is a distilled Korean spirit, also called Korean vodka, that is typically neutral, slightly sweet, or higher in alcohol, 16 to 50%. Sake is brewed Japanese rice wine with a milder, fruity, and earthy flavor, lower alcohol, and is produced similar to beer. Soju is often served in shots, while sake is sipped like wine. Very interesting. Okay, I don't think I've ever tried sake then, which I really need to remedy that. I've definitely had a lot of soju though. Problem is I don't drink it fast enough and nobody else in my house will drink it, so like sometimes it goes bad. Not that I don't know if it can go bad, but it doesn't taste like, I don't know. It almost tastes like it goes stale. I don't know how to describe it. Oh wow, sake is closer to beer. Never thought of that. Honestly, same. Yeah, I really want to try some now, actually. Okay, here's the collection. See the patterns. Where's the illustrations? Here we go. We need to make these illustrations darker and more vibrant. Alright, I think we just start from the bottom and work our way up. Which means we're gonna have to redo the patterns, but I wasn't 100% sold on those anyway, so that's okay. Here's what we could do. What if we just double the thickness? Let me merge this. Let's see how it looks now. Do 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 do. I feel like the way I use my brush strokes are different. We may just have to recolor these. I really don't want to have to do that, but for the sake of it being cohesive, we might have to. Alright, we might have to do this, guys. That's a bit too dark. We're gonna have to redo these. I normally do like kind of like circular motion, and before I was doing like kind of like vertical streaks of strokes there. And I just feel like I want it to look more like the other ones. I'm kind of like gently buffing in the color. Alright, and then let me pull up this here. Let's grab a lighter. Like a peachy color. That might be kind of cute. All right. We're getting close. And a little bit lighter. Yeah, this feels better. This feels more like how I did the other ones. Because I didn't go too crazy on the shading. Like very, very subtle. Maybe just a little more up here. Okay, let's do the stem. Do 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 do. Yeah, maybe I need to use some cooler greens. All right, let me erase. I have like a tendency to like get into rabbit holes, and there is a large part of me that would love to like just spend like a month or so learning how to like mix mix drinks. I don't know why. Both me and my mom were like, that would be so fun to learn how to do. But then it's like, it's expensive. But at some point in my life, I think it would be fun, like, to learn how to mix a bunch of drinks. Because it's like cooking. Like, it's about combining the right flavors and everything. Like, how fun would that be to learn how to do? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of YouTube channels that can show you. But I'm like, then you need the alcohol to try it, and that's where it gets pricey. Like, yeah, maybe not at this point in my life, but yeah, that looks, I like that better. We're gonna, guys, we're gonna recolor these. I know it's gonna be boring, but it's gotta be done. There is no way around it. The good news is it's only the orange collection. The other ones I did how I like them, so. Do 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 do. Okay. So it looks like I started with like an orange, this shade. The interesting thing I've found with wines is I don't like grape wines. But if it's like any other fruit, I typically like it. The same about the grape, it's like too strong. Unless it's like a white wine. I do like the white wines better if it's grape. Like then it's better. But I'm not a big wine person. But my mom, she makes like she grows raspberries, so she makes like a raspberry wine, and it is so good. Especially if you put sparkling water with it. The berry flavor really comes out nicely. She mostly uses it for cooking, but I think I'm the only one in the house who likes to, to drink it. She doesn't like it as much as I like it. I feel like my mom would like the, what's it called? Flim? That sounds down her alley. Because she really likes any of like the fruit flavored ones. I'm gonna have to tell her about that. Raspberry wine sounds awesome. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, I forget how the whole process works, but she figured out how to do it. So because she has like a ton of raspberry bushes. She likes to make jam too. So between like wine, jam, and then she'll do like a raspberry sauce as well. She definitely makes a lot of stuff with them. But I think she might, so she made like a lot of wine a couple years back. I think it was like 2022, if I remember the dates on the bottles right. And we're almost through all the bottles she made, so I think she might be making some more this year. Lasted us pretty long, which is good, because it is a lot of work that she has to do. But I love the jam she makes with the raspberries. That's always really good. All right, we're gonna do the stem here. Erased it out. Looks like I did some cooler ones. I just remembered when we had to transfer it. It's like she made it in this giant, I know there's a special name for it, but it's like a giant bottle, a glass bottle essentially. And it sits in there and like ferments for however long. I don't know how long. You can ferment it, I think, as like long as you want. There's like a certain like least fermentation age, but it like, I think it starts to bubble or something. But then you get a lot of like sediment on the bottom of all the raspberries. And so when you transfer it to the bottles, you have to use like a siphon. And I just remember like helping her get the like siphon it all out. And it's not like you use gravity to get it to come out. So you're like trying to like stop it while you switch bottles. And we definitely spilled a lot of wine. But it was kind of good memories. But it tastes so good. She made a couple like grape ones too, but I didn't like them. I like her raspberry ones much better. So I'm hoping she does some more this year. Yeah, these peppers look better with this new way of filling the color. We're gonna have to do this with the pumpkins and everything too. Much, much better. Alright, where's the third one? Here we go. Also, I feel like the line work on this one needs... Yeah, there we go. It's like, look, a little weird shape. Just erase the fill layer. I think I went a little more red here. You can only ever drink 1 glass of great wine. Like, red wine, after the taste just wears off and gets old. Yeah. I feel that. That's why I really like to put the... Whoops. Okay, why does this layer look... Oh, I accidentally lowered the opacity. I really like to put sparkling water with the raspberry and stuff. Because wine can be a bit strong, you know? It's a bit too much. Because it doesn't have like that carbonation like type flavor that beer usually has. Like just a bit too... I don't know if it's like acidic or what, but yeah. Sprudelwasser, by the way, pronounce that really well. Thank you. I usually like, I know the Germans love Sprudelwasser, so I usually just call it like that, and now my whole family knows what I'm talking about. It's pretty funny. I can like drink that stuff by like the liter. Like we'll get the liter bottles and I have to stop myself because I just will drink the whole thing. Like I just love sparkling water. Like water by itself is just too boring. And then especially if you mix something with it. Because I don't really like I like lemonades and like juice type drinks, but I don't like them really sweet or strong. So if you like water it out with the sparkling water, it's like perfection. Yeah, I think I used a warmer, lighter shade on the other one. And then I did a little bit darker here. Speaking of water, I should probably get a drink. It was like really warm yesterday, so I could turn off my heater so my room isn't as like dry. But my PC, I feel like puts off a fair amount of heat, so I feel like it's still drying some of the air in here. Like, I don't want to lose my voice. Okay, I don't know why this one feels so much harder to fill the color on than the other one. Maybe it's the shape. I don't know. I was always amazed by these very big milk bottles in American supermarkets. Like 5 liters of milk or so. We don't have that over here. Yeah, I feel like the US is known for like having like ginormous proportions of pretty much anything in the supermarket. I've seen a lot of like meme videos about it. I always find them really, really funny. I'm like, yep, it is the truth. Nobody is exaggerating. There are some very large sizes you get over here, like in cereal, pretty much anything. Like you get everything in bulk. And the crazy thing is like that's just the regular stores. We have like stores where they sell things in even bigger sizes, like Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's, and it's like twice the amount. It's pretty funny. Like I don't know why we're like this. I guess we're just afraid we're gonna run out or something. I don't know. But it's always amusing watching people from my other countries. It's like a culture shock. It's like really funny. I always like watching those kind of stuff. Alright, let's see here. See how these all look together. Alright. Just go turn off the background layer. This one too. Uh-oh. Looks like we accidentally colored some of the green into here. Let's fix that. And the slime work got a little bit messy. Alrighty. Well, we gotta make this one visible. Oh yeah, these look good. This looks like how I did the other ones now. Let's see if we can fit these together. Alright, these are new versions. They look much better. I like these funny videos about cultural differences too. Yeah, and I feel like there's like more and more people doing it, which is great. Like I feel like it's more It's becoming more and more trendy to do it. It's really fun. Okay, there we go. I get a lot. There's a guy, gee, what's his name? I think it Liam something, but he's from like Britain, but he now lives in Germany, and I want to say it's either his wife or his girlfriend is German. So he makes really good videos. And then there's I think her name's Ewan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she's from Vietnam and her husband is German, and she does a lot of really good videos that like talk about like the differences between like Vietnam and Germany and just like the cultural differences. And then the British guy, it's like I absolutely love their channels. Their stuff's great. I think they're probably like some of the top YouTubers who are doing that stuff in like Germany. And then who else do I watch? I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of like other random YouTubers. Oh, Liam Carpenter, that's his name. His videos are amazing. Yes. I don't feel you'd probably know him. Yeah, I absolutely love his stuff. He's so funny. I do like he incorporates a lot more like German words and stuff into his videos than the other lady does, but I feel like that's just like a style difference. And also like just because I'm a language learner, I think I enjoy that. But it always cracks me up because he has like his dual personalities, but they're supposed to be two different people. Like I absolutely love it. Love his stuff. Okay, we gotta do the onions now. There's so many of these to do. Oh my gosh. This is the not fun part about this collection, guys. Yeah, we definitely need to darken this up. Also, I wasn't using a background, which probably would have helped me. Oh no, wait, I was. Never mind. For some reason that one was missing it though. Alright, more in the orange shades here. I think I did a little more like pink up towards the top. Yeah, that seems right. And then we'll do like a golden shade in between. And then we transition up into the greens. I've been trying to follow more like I like cooking and baking shows, so I've been trying to find like cooking and baking like YouTubers that like make all their videos in German stuff. So I've been trying to like get my YouTube like algorithm to show me more German because I feel like I'm not practicing enough, you know? So I figure if I can fill my feed with more like content in the language, then I can like subconsciously like keep myself at least like semi like intermediate level, because I'm having such a hard time keeping up with studying. I used to be so good. I would sit, you know, like an hour each day, but I'm not as disciplined as I used to be. So I gotta find other ways to like trick myself into learning. You gotta do whatever you can to force yourself. All right. Oops, that's wrong there. I think we can close this one now. Yeah, because we're gonna probably be working on these now for the rest. Separate these here a little bit. Yeah, that's the one we redid. Yeah, I think this is definitely what needs to happen. We gotta fill the colors. Oh wait, this is the one I did. Never mind. I was like, wait, that actually looks good. All right, we're gonna do darker oranges here. Whenever someone imitates a German person, like in a funny sketch or so, the German guy's facial expression is always like, like a friend. Yeah, I find that funny as hell. Yes, everyone thinks we're super serious. I know, it's so funny. I like there's a YouTube channel called Easy German, and they do like interviews out on the street. And I think they've done a couple episodes where they talked about how like Germans are so serious. But like the more interviews you watch, like you realize that there's so many different types of people, and it's not like every single person is super serious. Like they interview so many like lively and funny and like full of life people. So I'm like, that stereotype is, it's not true, but people absolutely love using it for their little skits. It's pretty funny. It's good that I'm glad that the Germans also find it amusing though. Like I'm glad that it's not offending anybody. Because that wouldn't be good. I mean, you gotta make it a little, I think I gotta make this darker down here because the line work's kind of like disappearing. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I think I used a more gold color actually in the middle. Let me erase that out. And then I did... Let's take a screenshot of this. Wait, we gotta turn on the background. Do, 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 do. Yes, we can take a joke. That's great. Okay, here we go. I feel like they did an episode on like jokes, like German jokes. And I forget there was one I really liked, the like on the Easy German channel. But I can't remember what the beginning of the joke was, but I know that like the punchliner was, it was like about something about like cows. It was like Sie machen viel Mühe. And I don't know why, but that one like cracked me up. And then what are some of the other jokes? I don't know. If you have any like favorite German jokes, please share them. Like jokes that like every German knows. I love that kind of stuff. I can't remember what the start of the joke was. But it was so funny. It's great because like one of the hosts for the Easy German channel, he's Polish and like he had to learn German. So it's really great that they have like someone who is also like a German learner on the channel as well as like the native speakers, because it's fun like listening to like things he had to learn and like stuff he found funny as a language learner. It's kind of interesting. I really like their channel. I've been watching them for like, oh my gosh, probably 7 or 8 years now. They're pretty much the only way I'm keeping up with the language because I only watch their videos. Like I need to do more focused study. I think I did this probably later actually. Hold up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I only know a few, like how many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? Only one where Russian have no humor. I have heard that one. It does make me laugh. I'm like, that is amazing. The German efficiency. There's also a lot of memes about that. I think those are always really funny. I also like all the memes about like trains being late. Those really are really funny. I don't know why I really enjoy those. Alright, now I need to erase out. It's fun to like see because when I first started learning German, oh my gosh, how many years ago? There was not that many content creators, even just for like learning the language. There were like a handful of really good ones. But like in the last, like I'd say like 3 years, not only in like the language learning realm, but also in just like entertainers, like entertaining like content creators, like that stuff, like comedy skits and whatnot. I feel like there's a ton of like really good like content creators now, like coming out of Germany. And there wasn't like that, you know, like 8 years ago. So it's really fun. Like I feel like in the terms of like the internet world, like Germany's on its glow up. It's like a lot more people here in the US anyway, I can speak for, like are learning a lot more about Germany. Like whether it's like about how the train's always late and how Germans hate that, or how Germans are serious, or like how they love their beers, or like about recycling. Like there's a lot more content now. So it's really fun like seeing more people create stuff. I feel like that's one of like the big upsides to like the internet, like YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and everything. Is like I feel like as a world as a whole, like in a way we can learn a lot more from each other, even if we can't visit other countries, like through these like little skits and stuff. I think it's a fun way to like share culturally like different stuff from different places. I don't know, I'm just it makes me really happy. All right, we got this one done. Let's do this one. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I definitely need to darken this one up here. I think I need to make my brush bigger. Hold up. This is the right layer, right? Yeah, we're on the right layer. Let's use the golden. And then it was more peachy color at the top. I wonder if I should darken the line work on this one. Or maybe just darken the filling. I don't know. I'm gonna go too crazy. Alright, let's do the greens. Alright, and then I went with a more warm shade, and we did a little bit highlight work here, and then I did darker. And then I think I'm gonna do some brown shades in here, a little bit darker, just because of the dead leaves. I actually love that kind of cultural exchange based on friendly mockery. Yeah, it's like it's all meant well. That's actually heartwarming and peaceful. If we all can take a joke about ourselves, that's great. Absolutely. I think having a good sense of humor is definitely key. Alright, just think I need to darken up a little bit more here on these. these leaves. Yeah, I'm always excited when I get like a new video in my feed from like another country that I don't know much about. I think it's always fun. Because it's like, it's another opportunity to learn more about a place you may not have even thought about. Did I color fill? Oh, I do in this section down here. I think I need to lighten up by the roots. Just a wee bit. Okay. Let's go with like this golden color. All right, we finished the onions. Let's save them and see how they look together. Hopefully we got it all cohesive. Yeah, that looks good. Let's put those with the new peppers in our Pura file. Let me show you guys what we got going here. Yeah, so here's the old ones. It's not bad, but it's just more of like, it's like a watercolor style. Definitely more light, but I think the darker is working better for what I want, especially once we get it in here into like the pattern preview. Like I feel like I just want them to stand out more because like here they're kind of getting buried. And I want the vegetables like be the main star. So I think we're cooking on this. Although I do feel like this one on the left here needs a little bit of a highlight. Which one was that? That was number 3. Let's see if we can lighten that up a little bit. That ought to do it. Yeah, I think that looks good. Guys, we did good. We got a lot of work done on these. We finished the green ones, illustrations and color fills, and we fixed 6 of the... Wait, 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 more sets to go, but we've got the 2 sets done. These vegetables look really nice. Thank you, Gecko. Yeah, I'm happy with how they're turning out, especially like since I played around with putting them in the patterns. Like I feel like it's coming together really nicely. Like it's finally starting to look kind of how I was envisioning. This one's especially cute, but I'm excited to play around with some different styles. We need to, we'll update the colors on that one. These are just kind of ones I was playing around with. I may not 100% stick with these, but I might. I never know. I usually just make like a ton of variations and then I'll like pick and choose my favorites out of the group. So I think that's what's going to end up happening. We'll just make a bunch of variations. And then if we like it, we'll stick with it. Well, guys, it is 6 p.m. and I am ready to eat something. But I hope you all have a nice weekend, Gecko. It was fun talking about German alcohols and everything else. I hope you have a nice weekend and that the weather is not rainy for you. I will be back next week. Yes, I will be back next week. Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I'll keep you guys updated on my Instagram if any of that gets changed. It was very fun. Have a nice weekend too. Thanks, Gecko. All right, everybody. Until next time, as I always say, keep on creating. Bye, everyone.